Hello, welcome everyone to McBoss Capital live stream here. My name is Michael Chu. Today is March 31st, Tuesday, 2026, 8:46 a.m. Mountain Time, 15 minutes to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We have the market soaring a bit today. Nasdaq is up 1.8, Dow is up 1.2, S&P is up 1.6. Volumes higher on both exchange, so that is a good sign. Um, just looking at stocks on the move here. We do have 20 stocks. However, yeah, it's still okay, like 34% at the bottom in terms of volume. Um, but yeah, it's not bad. It's okay. Today, Trump gave some hope. I believe it was last night or evening that perhaps there might be a peace deal, or at least that U.S. may withdraw from the war or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, he's willing to end the U.S.-Iran war if the Strait of Hormuz remain, even if it remains largely closed. So that was the big news, I think, that kind of propped this market up today. So yeah, and let's see. There's a few other news here. One was related to Marvel. Nvidia announced it will invest $2 billion in it, so that kind of propped it up this morning. But I think it did pull back a little bit, so it's still up 7.8%. Um, Let me just put my chart. So right here. So yeah, it is coming off from the top, but it did bounce from yesterday's. Yesterday was a huge drop. Not sure what happened yesterday, but it was a big drop today. It did bounce back quite significantly after that news. Um, so we'll see what happened here. This is has been a very choppy trade here. Like you can see, it just always go back and forth. So it hasn't been easy to even trade this one. So definitely not easy. Anyhow, so that's Mao. And yeah. Today, if I look at stocks on the move, you will notice something different than the previous days here. One is we still have the oil and gas stuff moving, ECO. We have Marvel, we talk about MU. It's still on a downtrend as far as I remember this morning. Let's see here a bit, wait till it load here. Here you go. Pretty steep downtrend. I mean, it's a bounce today, but it's a very mediocre 1% bounce. It's really bad. Um, Expel, I think they announced some delivery numbers, possibly. Um, TSEM was recently a pretty strong leader, but it has pulled back. And again, this morning it bounced like TSEM did. I mean, like Marvel did, but it kind of off the top here. So we'll see how it finished today. Um, we have ARQT, another oil and gas here, MYRG, TSM. The the Nvidia and the TSM tried to bounce this morning, but again, you can see how, like, I mean, it is 2.8% from the low yesterday, but it's still pretty visibly below the short-term moving average. So, and then Nvidia also bouncing 3%, but also below the green line here, the 10-day moving average still. Then we have some gold and silver stocks, SSRM, we have Ogo, we have GFI, right? Those are the few that pop up so far this morning with volume. But yeah, gold and silver are moving again. So we can take a quick look at that one. GLD. So it has starting to rise back above the green line. So that's the 10-day moving average. And silver also above the 10-day moving average. We're still under the 21-day. So we'll see if it can continue this trend. But recently it does look a lot better. And some stocks like Ogo is taking taking back all its short-term moving average. Now it's bouncing back on the right side of this potential base here. And then we have SSRM on the silver side here, gold and silver, copper, lead. Okay, so it does have everything as well. So this one also bouncing back nicely. So yeah, and then GFI, let's just see. This one is still kind of under the short-term 21-day moving average. So a little bit lagging here, but again, there is some movement there. Um, yeah, the rest is just kind of pretty, not much, not very convincing of a move here. We have IFS in the financial service. Um, yeah, that's really it. So again, let's finish off with the index here. Let's see where we stand right now, even with a strong bounce. Let's see, QQQ. So yesterday we came down to pretty much a new recent low, and today we bounced back. We are off the highs now, 1.2% still. 5-minute chart here. So it's coming down pretty hard right now. So we'll see if we can find support intraday low. Um, but yeah, like if we do get below this low, or I mean, if we do come down below this low, um, then we will start to close this gap here from this morning gap up, and where we close will be very important because if we fill up this whole gap and we don't bounce, so meaning we come back all the way down here and we don't bounce at all. If we bounce, then that's good because then we shake out a lot of people who bought this morning, and then we close strong, right? That's what we want to see. If we don't, then we might be setting up for another new low. That's possibly. Let's go to SPY. Very similar chart, right? Let's go to daily. Very similar chart. You can see the 10-day is starting to curve down uh, more at a faster pace, right? So that's the danger again. At this moment, I think market can easily, even crash, like, meaning like it could drop 3 to 5% in a day if something really bad happened, just because there's not much buying. Even though the volume is higher today, but I'm not seeing many growth stocks on this list, like with, 50% or more. Right now it's 39%. I mean, it's okay, but it's not like really strong, right? Um, and also the number of stocks is not really showing up as well on the stocks on the volume move here in terms of like high volume. So let's go to Dow. So again, we get rejected at the 10-day. That's always not a good sign. And we're pulling at the lows of the day right now for Dow. You see, we are starting to close that gap. So not a good morning so far, at least right now. And then we'll look at Russell. Okay, so yeah, it is below the opening point. We also got rejected at the 10-day. So the trend continues is what I'm going, is what the big picture looks like here. We still in a downtrend. Even with this morning's big bounce, it shows that there's no power because they get rejected at the 10-day and we came back down pretty fast. I mean this drop here to here it happened pretty fast, within an hour. So yeah, um, I mean, yesterday my growth stock list, shrunk down to 8% of them in uptrend. So 8 out of 100 stocks are in uptrend. 92 is in downtrend. So it just shows the severity of this downtrend. Um, there's a saying, don't try to catch a falling knife. And that's what it feels like right now. And it just, so, the sell-off is much easier than the on the buy side. So again, we have to see the volume coming in to support stock, and when they bounce again, we want to see that as well. So we'll see if that happens today. If it does, then it will be considered first day of rally attempt. And that's how IBD look at the signal there. Anyhow, thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Bye now.